Hey man, say man, it's your boy Big Dreams. Welcome back to the channel. Before we carry on any further with this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell. Set it to all. We is back with another banging video, back with another reaction video, man. And today we are reacting to how Drake just dissed Kendrick Lamar again. Finna dig in here and see what's going on. I'm not gonna make the opening of this video too long. All I ask is that y'all smash that like button so this video can rank higher in the algorithm. Go crazy in the comments. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you're watching me and you're not subscribed, man, subscribe. That's all I ask. I'm finna go ahead and dig into this video, man.
Now, despite dropping 11 whole songs since his self-proclaimed conclusion of his beef with Kendrick Lamar, for some reason, Drake is still trying to run around and clear his name of any of the harm and damage that has been done to him this summer, and just after releasing 3 new solo songs that just finished their first week of official tracking, which based on where those songs charted on the Billboard Hot 100, we can already see that the hype for new Drake music has never been lower. And now, despite all of the signals telling Drake to just lay down and sit back for a while, this has not stopped him from releasing more music, as he has given us another 3-pack of songs. And now, with this collection of tracks, one of the cuts is the official release of the Super Soak leak that Kai Cenat previewed, which is now titled SOD. And while Drake has put out this track that has been sitting in his vault for a while, what's interesting to note is that Lil Yachty is no longer on it. But now, in addition to this, instead of having someone like 21 Savage take a hit for him and diss Kendrick Lamar like we saw on his last release of music as the leading artist with his track It's Up, Drake has finally decided to speak directly to Kendrick Lamar and everything that has happened in their beef for the first time with his new track No Face, which happens to feature Playboy Cardi. And now with this cut,
I'm not even gonna cap to y'all, bro. I must been living up under a rock for the past month or so, because I ain't even know Drake dropped no new music. I know I heard X say not too long ago that Drake had some heat in the vault and that he was gonna drop it soon, and when he drop it, everybody need to stay on that side. I heard that from X. But I ain't know Drake been dropping music, man. I must be up under a rock, for real.
This is the first song he has released in months. That was
because this is all new information.
Kendrick Lamar, and that
at least
is
to me
actually
it is.
Trying to address everything that went down in a way that is somewhat direct in order to finally move on. And after trying to distract people from what happened for so long, I mean, I guess this is worth something. But now when it comes to delivering on opening up about the most important rap beef of the entire century and trying to spin the narratives masterfully crafted against you by Kendrick right back on him, this is a much more challenging task. And when it comes to how Drake responded to all of this here, on a song that just from its musicality and atmosphere has much darker production than he has been on recently and has vocals from him that sound a little more lively than the near robotic performances he has been phoning in on a lot of what we have heard this summer, Drake has set the stakes higher from the absolutely incredibly low bar he has been at. But now when it comes to actually making a good moment for the first time in months, things got a lot more complicated, as Drake's response to Kendrick Lamar and everything that went down is a lot more interesting. And now to initially set the scene, on the first verse of this track, Drake starts to let us into his actual headspace for a change, and instead of just trying to gaslight listeners and act like nothing happened in his career recently, right off the bat, he is at least acknowledging the tensions that have been lingering around and calls out Kendrick Lamar and also a lot of other people he is beefing with like Future and Metro Boomin, as he says, I gotta know, how you get lit off the person you hated on. And now off rip, this is a clear dig at Kendrick and a diss track
that was a slick shot.
Not like us, as Drake is
that
trying
was a
to
slick
flip
shot.
things and say that Kendrick is the weird one for making an anthem about the guy he hates, and then following this up, Drake questions the legitimacy of the success and numbers Kendrick has pulled off with his diss tracks, and especially Not Like Us, as he says, numbers untouchable, they got the data wrong. And this seems like Drake is trying to accuse Kendrick of using bots to stream Not Like Us and run up its numbers to become the most streamed diss track.
Not Like Us ain't got no bots attached to it, no sir.
Following the beef and then trying to make himself sound bigger.
Not Like Us ain't no bot success, bro. Oh no.
This conflict. Drake says,
take that back.
Moment I know they've been praying on, trying on the boy, but F it, I'm staying on. And then now in the rest of this verse, everything Drake says following here is pretty much just flattering himself and hyping up the fact that he is about to do something insane, which after almost 15 tracks following this beef, it is kind of hard to believe that Drake would still be saying this and trying to create hype, instead of just actually doing it. But now later in this track, on the second verse, Drake gets a lot more personal as he goes into more depth about what is going on in this moment in his career and life, as he says, Because I keep on talking about beefing and business and money and women. It's no diagnosis, they emptied the clip. And with these lines, Drake is pretty much acknowledging what happened. It is saying that Kendrick, Future, Metro Boomin, and everyone else who came at him went all out with everything they had and tried to destroy him. And while this may seem like an admission of defeat initially, Drake quickly switches things up here as he says, "Quick switch that out and I came back reloaded. I'm just so happy that people who envied and held that stuff in got to finally show it. I'm over the moon, yeah, we'll see you boys soon. I'm spreading my wings, I hop out cocoon. I'm studio trapping, I'm locked in the room." And now with this, these are the biggest disses on the entire track, as Drake is trying to diminish what Kendrick Lamar especially pulled off as he tries to make their rivalry seem like this one-sided hatred on Kendrick's end, and again, by acting like he's happy that people who don't like him have found success by musically attacking him. Drake is trying to make himself sound like he is bigger than all of this, but as in the end of the verse, he is clearly alluding to the fact that he is not done with this situation and something will be coming to settle the score and get revenge. It kind of contradicts his emotions, but regardless, what is the...
I don't know if that particular bar that they just said he put in that song, I don't know if that's particularly getting that you gonna get your get back for the whole beef, but nah, that's not even in the best interest at this point, if you ask me.
Definitive here is that Drake is
that ain't even in the best interest no more, bro.
All rappers who went against him, but especially Kendrick Lamar, and now with all of this. While if this was the first song Drake released since the end of the beef, or a prelude or teaser to something actually coming, it may have been a decent move, but at this point, as Drake has pretty much given us an album's worth of features and singles this summer that have all had little to no impact on the entire landscape of music, which is a first in his career. I think in this overblown vanity track, where he is clearly trying to reignite a beef with guys who clearly beat him, I think the question we all have to ask is...
Drake don't need to reunite nothing with Kendrick. You know, he can try it with somebody else, but not with Kendrick.
Why is Drake still sitting here and hyping up what he is gonna do instead of just actually going out and doing it? I mean, for all intents and purposes, the clock has expired for Drake, and he is being pushed further and further out of anyone's good graces with every day that passes. So with all this controversy and scrutiny that he's been facing, and on top of all the damage from the battle with Kendrick, because of all the bad songs he has given us this summer, which has created a narrative that Drake has lost his touch and is never gonna get it back. Why is he doing nothing but just pretending that he is plotting? Because while this song isn't necessarily bad, this or any of the other Drake songs are not going to send waves into the music industry like any other Drake singles just months before this would. And as we hear another track from Drake that is showing us, after all he said and all the reports about how he was unfazed about this entire beef and controversy that was surrounding him, that he really is still fixated on what happened and is plotting his revenge, and as the lyrics reveal, it's all that's on his mind. He is just making himself look more pathetic because he is running around without any sort of identity and has now dropped all ounces of integrity and purpose out the window and is going to throw out anything out the wall until it sticks, becomes a hit, or just helps fix his reputation a little bit. But now overall with this new song and this entire new drop, as people are caring less and less about Drake's new music in general, and the only real part of this 3-pack that is getting attention is the song No Face, because Drake is trying to stir the pot with everyone who shook his entire legacy. As the best disses Drake threw out here were about how his rivals are obsessed with him, and that they should be scared because he is gonna return and get revenge, which is all just so vague. And then...
Bro, I'm gonna put it to you like this. If Drake actually do put out some revenge music, and it's actually hard, like, I might hit a backflip. I just might hit a backflip with my fact behind, if that ever happens. But to be honest, bro, I'm waiting to hear the music that Act was talking about. Where's the music Act is talking about that's so fire? Where is that form of Drake? I want to hear that.
Last time Drake did try
I don't want to hear nothing else that Drake put out but what that music Act was talking about.
Worst diss tracks of all time in the Hard Part 6. All in all, right now, while this song is stirring up all the beef that went down between Drake and the music world just because he is poking the people who attacked him and is trying to make them fear the fact that, according to him, he's never been better and never been more ready to get revenge. As every single other thing about Drake, from his destroyed reputation, deflated streaming numbers, and flopping songs are telling us otherwise. All of this is just coming a little too late, and as Kendrick Lamar was allegedly unfazed when he heard Family Matters, I'd imagine that when he hears this, if he ever does, he will just be laughing harder than ever about it. So now with all this said, let me know your thoughts on Drake's new diss track towards Kendrick Lamar, and do you think these disses do anything to help Drake save his reputation in the rap game and prepare for a possible round 2 in this beef? I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you want to see how Drake's friend Lil Yachty has never been worse, as he is destroying everything he has ever worked for, check out the suggested video.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, bro. All I'm gonna say is this right here. If this is a diss for real and Kendrick listened to it, it's a possibility that it could be a round two. I can agree with that. If this is a diss track for real and Kendrick hears it, it could be a round two. And if it's a round two, Drake need to be on his P's and Q's, man. But hey, listen, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This is all of y'all's opinions that matter. Mine is just unpopular. But let me know what y'all think, man. Listen, this is the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. Most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell. Set it to all. All social media links will be in the description. The link to the previous reaction video will be there as well. Follow me on all my social medias and click the link to the previous reaction video and watch that whole video after you watch this whole video, man. I'm still putting all the Shine On and stuff in the description. The website is still down. I'm going to keep y'all posted on when it's back up. But that's besides the point. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for showing me love back. And we out this thing, man, for real.